Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, My Media. Myself Krishna Bhandari. Please like and comment my YouTube channel, My Media. Thank you for watching my channel. Hello, today I will speak about ancient civilization of India. When nomadic life became stable, archaeologists have come across signs of huts and houses in some place. They have excavated a cellar in Bharzom in Kashmir. People of those times used to dig shallow pits in the soil and live in them. There were steps leading to the pits. These were built in this manner in order to provide protection from the cold weather and wild animals. Earthen pots have been found inside and outside such pits. In accordance to the weather condition, people cooked food either inside or outside. There is a site named Meherga near the fertile plains of Bolan Pass, which leads to the Iran. The people of Meherga were the first ones to have learned to cultivation of the barley and wheat crops and rearing of goat and sheep. This is the first village that has come to our notice. The people of Meherga lived in houses. Some houses had 4 or more rooms. Many sites have been discovered here which not only have the forges of animals but also graves. People and animals used to be buried together here. The first urbanization. The ancient sites of the Harappa were discovered by the engineers when the railway lines were being laid 150 years ago in the Sindhu Valley region of Punjab. They thought that it was the mound made of excellent bricks. They utilized the bricks for the construction of the railway lines. In this way, many houses which had been buried under the soil were destroyed. Subsequently, archaeologists took up research in this area. They were convinced that it was an ancient city. Since the sites around the cities resembled that sites discovered earlier, they were called the Harappan Civilization. These cities are said to be 4,600 years old. The significance of the site, it means cities. We can see 2 or more parts in the cities of Harappa. The western part is narrow and at the elevated place. Archaeologists are of the belief that this was sitiable. The eastern part of this wide and at lower level. This area has been called the lower town. Every part had a small and wall made of the burnt bricks. Since that bricks around them were the placed in the interlocking manner in this wall were very strong. There were noteworthy buildings inside and the citadel. Mohenjo-daro, one of the cities, had a water tank. Scholars have called this as the bath tank. It is built of brick so as to prevent the seepage of the water from the tank. The bath tank has steps on either side to go down and has rooms all around. The water was probably supplied to the tank by weight. water was let out. Probably, very important people used to take bath in this pool on the special occasions. Fire altars have been discovered in the other cities like Thalibhagan and Lothal. Mohenjo-daro and Harappa and Lothal had constructed the systematic granaries. Town planning. The lower town in the low-lying area of the city was the place of the habitation of the people. It was constructed in a very methodical manner. Systematically laid out the houses, roads and drains can be seen here. Almost every person lived in either or two-storied house. The houses were built of the bricks, had strong walls. There were rooms all around the courtyard inside. The main door faced the street. None of the windows opened into the street. There were the bathrooms in the houses. Some houses had wells which supplied water. The cities had a neatly laid out underground sewage system. The drains were built of the bricks and covered with the stone slabs. The gutter of each house was linked to the main drain outside and enabled the flow of the dirty water from the houses to the main drain. Holes were created in the drains to enable timely cleaning of them. Town life. Apart from house, precious stones and metals were found. Most of the objects found were the beds and seats. The layout of the towns rivals of the existence of the administrative class. The people of this place may have used the expensive metals, gems and jewelry. The beads were probably used by the common people. There is a known script on the seals. This rivals that there was no truth of the literature people. This enabled the engraving of the structures on the thousands of seals. The people of Harappan culture had depended on the agriculture and trade. Wheat, barley, pulses and mustard were their main crops. They had learned to grow the cotton and weave the cloth from it. We can say that they knew the irrigation since many towns were situated on the banks of rivers. They had domestic and humped bull, cow, buffalo, sheep, goat, dog and hen, and were engaged in the cattle rearing, sheep rearing and poultry. Oxen were used to carry the heavy loads. Trade and commerce had assumed primary importance along with the agriculture. The towns carried on the business with the rural areas. Balochistan, Saurashtra and Deccan were some of these areas, and since obtained at Mesopotamia established the fact that the Indus Valley. The decline of the towns. The situation in this place began to change some 4,000 years ago. There were reasons apart from the natural reasons. The walls of the Harappa fort were further strengthened. Towards the final days of this town, its west gate was closed completely. The spacious rooms of the Mohenjo-daro became smaller, huge buildings turned into the huts. Neither the town planning nor the road planning was systematic at this time. Historians have given various explanations for the decline of these towns. Some feel the dried rivers has the reasons, and others feel that change the course of river was the reason. Other historians have cited the destruction of the forest as the causes. Probably, inundation by the flood could be a reason. People living in this valley and some sides of the West Punjab might have deserted the areas and merged to new areas in the east and south. This civilization served in Lothal town of Gujarat. For some more years, the Indus Valley civilization has remained an evidence of the maturity of the Indian civilization. So thank you for watching this video.